We're back with more trivia, HQTs. Happy Throwback Thursday. Now, you see your friend's TBT post from just a month ago. Yeah, it's cute, but that's not a throwback. Yesterday, scientists discovered a fossil of a dinosaur-era bird with an impressive set of teeth. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the Ichthyornis, you monster, you. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your quintessential quizzer, and this, of course, is HQ Trivia, where you use your brain to make it rain. And we see you out there, players. I want to say hi to Jake and Sam. Hi to the NASA Insight team on your upcoming launch. And to Kendall Winner, good luck on your nursing finals. Happy birthday to Garrett Emmons, Jen from Bree, and Elizabeth C. And happy B-Day, Maria, from your lovely daughters. Good luck to all of your players. If this is your first time playing, the rules are simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions from easy to hard. You've got 10 seconds to tap the answer. You get it correct, you move on, answer all 12 right, and you win or you split that cash. And tonight, we are giving away a futuristic $5,000 that will get you a new set of impressive teeth for yourself, a cool fossil that will make you the envy of all your friends, or a bird-watching trip to see the toothless variety. But before you spin the cash, you've got to win the cash. And there are over 96,000 of you competing against each other live right now, players. It's game time. Q1. Muhammad Ali famously said he could float like a butterfly, sting like a what? Jellyfish. B. Personal insult. Things that make you say, ouch. A jellyfish sting sure is painful, but Ali was inspired by a different creature. He liked to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Of course, B is your answer. 924,000 of you are the bee's knees here on Q1. Also known as Cassius Clay, Ali enjoyed busting rhymes almost as much as busting faces. Q2, if you're about to use foul language, you might say, pardon my what? French, screaming, grandmother. But you don't use foul language, do you, HQTs? Of course not. If you catch your granny swearing, she deserves a pardon. Cursing like a sailor has a certain je ne sais quoi. It's pardon my French. French is the answer we were looking for here. 904,000 of you. Très bien to that. Now, the phrase is used to cover foul language under the coy pretense that the French are somehow to blame when you are. Q3, in a trial, who is charged with proving guilt? Prosecution, defense, judge. Handy bit of info here for you, just in case. You never know what might happen. You should feel just a little guilty if you get this one wrong. While the defense works on proving innocence, guilt is proved by the prosecution. Prosecution for the win, 757,610 of you laying down the law. Now tonight I take on all three roles. I'm your defense, prosecution and judge. Aren't you lucky? Q4, the leading racer in the Tour de France typically wears what color? Black, yellow, green. The Tour de France happening in July. You're going to be watching. Looking out for this color. Thrashing the competition, he also gets to do it in style, flossing in the most iconic jersey of the pack. It's yellow. Yellow is the colour that they wear, those leaders do. And 651,966 of you smashed that one. First awarded in 1919, the yellow jersey was the sponsor's colour. It's been used since to help draw attention to the leaders, those show-offs. Q5, which breed of dog is not named in part for an island? Sheltie, St. Bernard, Maltese. This one's going out to the dog lovers. The dog lovers out there. You may find him on an island sipping Mai Tais with bad tan lines, but that's not the Bernard that we are talking about. Too busy rescuing travelers to be a traveler. It's St. Bernard. That is the dog we're talking about here. That was a toughie right there. That was a brutal question, but 272,274 of you still left with us. The Sheltie's name was inspired by the Shetland Islands, the Maltese by Malta. Makes sense, doesn't it? Q6, which of these sci-fi movie titles is also a scientific term that applies to black holes? Ex Machina, Solaris, Event Horizon. Have you seen these movies? Could be helpful, might not be though. While this movie is science fiction, The Black Hole is science fact, taking you to a whole new dimension you may never return from. It's Event Horizon. That's the movie title. 150,000 of you still with us. Lost almost half of you there. Starring Lawrence Fishburne, the film disappeared into the abyss once released, but it's since become a cult classic. Q7, which of these shirts would an Australian most likely call a skivvy? Turtleneck, sleeveless t-shirt, crop top. The Aussies call it a skivvy. What do you call it? Things could get very awkward if an Aussie compliments you on your skivvies, overwear rather than underwear down under. It's turtleneck. A turtleneck is a skivvy on this utterly savage question here on Q7. Never seen anything like it. Almost 150,000 of you gone. 13,680 of you still with us, hanging tight. Now, just to make things even more confusing, in the UK, turtlenecks are polo necks, and don't even get me started on pants. Wow, that was savage. Q8, which of these terms accurately describes America's 3 most popular beer brands as of 2017? Lager, ale, IPA. Maybe you're having a beer right now. An ice cold beer. If you're not a beer fan, you likely wouldn't know the difference or care to find out. Golden smooth and a nice cold brew. It's lager. All 3 of them were lagers. 10,895 of you got that right. Cheers to you. For the first time ever, those top 3 beers were all light beers as well, trying to do away with that beer belly, I think. Q9. Which of these songs was recorded by a band originally named On a Friday? Idiotech, Creeping, Just Like Heaven. On a Friday, on this Thursday. Kind of a cool name. If you picked Just Like Heaven, you're about to face an unfortunate inferno. No idiots here. It's Radiohead's Idiotech for the win here on Q9. And that was another savage question. Yes, it was. Double the savage. 2,966 players. Moving on. The band began playing together on Fridays, hence their original name, but switched it to the title of a Talking Head song called Radiohead. Q10. What's the relationship between the towns of Menlo Park, California and Menlo Park, New Jersey? California is named for New Jersey's. New Jersey is named for California's. No relation. Kind of a complex question here. Good luck with this one. If you're taking a ride share to Menlo Park and your bill is atrocious, you're sure to be more careful with the GPS, but which location is the original? New Jersey's is named for California's. 1,006 of you still in a great state here. The former home of Thomas Edison, Menlo Park, New Jersey, eventually became known in its own right. Q11, the penultimate round. Here we go, players. Which of these did Beyonce use to announce her first pregnancy? Her official website, Instagram, awards show. Every time she does it in style. Seems like yesterday when B made the big announcement and now she's 3 babies deep. The news didn't break the internet, but it sure broke TV. It's an awards show. That's how she announced her pregnancy. 326 of you nailed that one. At the VMAs, the star let her actions speak louder than words, revealing her bump and rubbing it. And you know it's time, because we are moving on to the final round. 326 players left in the game. $5,000 up for grabs, and those bragging rights. Who's going to take on the win? In Greek mythology, who abandoned his mother and sister to fight alongside the Trojans? Achilles, Odysseus, Ares. Who would do such a thing to their mum and sister? Not very nice. He promised his mum and sister he'd support the Greeks, but all it took was a pretty face for him to forget they existed. Known for being a sucker for the ladies, he let Aphrodite thirst trap him with the Trojans, the wishy-washy god of war. Ares is your winning answer here on Q12. We have 58 winners. You smashed it. Massive congratulations to our 58 winners. You survived those savages, and you are taking home $86.21. You are Cat Dermis, you are St. Thaddeus, JCML86, Amos Friend, and a bunch of other winners as well. What are you going to do with that cash? Maybe get yourself some new skivvies or a turtleneck. Maybe head out with your friends for a lager, a light one at that, or hang with Bernard on the beach. Sipping those Mai Tais, there's a lot you can do with the cash. What an outstanding game, HQTs. There is no need to relive the past because your future is looking very bright. I'm Sharon Carpenter. You can find me on the socials. This is where I am, right here. I'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. to give you another chance to get $5,000 richer. Until then, winners enjoy your earnings and players enjoy your learnings. See you soon. Bye.